Well, folks, another upset has happened at the U.S. Open 2019, and this time, this guy went down. Roger Federer lost to Grigor Dimitrov last night, so we're going to get into why that happened on this episode, his health issues, how Dimitrov played amazing in order to make that win happen for him, and we're going to look at how Bertini just beat Monfils, preview Nadal Schwartzman, and preview Medvedev Dimitrov, all in this episode of The Slice.
Welcome to The Slice.
Welcome to The Slice.
Welcome to The Slice.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I got a new shirt here and a few other shirts and some shoes from our good friends at K-Swiss Tennis. Check them out at K-Swiss Tennis on Instagram. Very kind to send this up. I've been noticing actually that their stuff's been pretty fresh on tour. Not that many players wear it, but it is looking pretty sick. And I'm going to wear it on court tonight in my match at the first match of the U.S. Open in Canada, which is a little tournament I'm playing here in my hometown. And we're going to make a vlog about it. So stay tuned for that. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Also, the match last night, Roger Federer losing to Grigor Dimitrov, was watched on live stream on a new thing we're trying out called Match Companion. So if you don't want to miss those in the future, subscribe to the Patreon account. It's the link below. It's $4 a month, and you can watch matches with me, get extra private shows just for you guys where you get your shows or your questions answered, and we do special topics like history reviews and stuff like that. Anyways, it's all down in the link below. Check it out. You can afford it, and you support independent tennis journalism. So there. That's the intro. Some people say it's too long, but I'm like, it's never too long, is it? We got all night, guys. We got a lot to get into. Federer loses to Dimitrov, but first, Bertini just took out Gael Monfils in an epic five-setter. Gael Monfils got tight in the last 10 minutes of the match. He served, I think, 5 double faults, which was absolutely crazy. Bertini had 5 match points. I think on his 5th one, he finally got through. And just an epic moment for a young journeyman who's, I think, 24, 25, and into the semifinals of the U.S. Open to play, most likely, Rafael Nadal. Because Schwartzman and Nadal are playing after the filming of this video. And I would put all my money on Nadal. But there is a slight chance that Schwartzman could cause an upset because I haven't really seen him much this tournament, how he's been playing. But I just don't know if you're being that short, you can actually get to the balls that Nadal's going to throw you, especially on a hard court. Nadal's just going to sit back deep and rip balls, and Schwartzman will have to, I would think Schwartzman will have to redline in order to beat Nadal tonight, and Nadal will have to be a little bit off. But we'll see. Crazier things have probably happened, but not much crazier. But I don't know. Lots of people have belief in the young Schwartzman. I'd love to see something big from him, but I don't expect it. Expect Bertini to be playing Nadal in the semifinals. But what happened last night? Federer losing to Dimitrov. First off, Grigor Dimitrov played an absolutely sensational tennis match. Let's not throw that out the window. I'm going to pay credit where credit's due, and my guy, Grigor Dimitrov, one of my all-time favorite players, stepped up to the plate in this match. He's had a very tough 2019, hasn't had the success at all. Even 2018 was not that great for him. He had an amazing 2017, so he's been changing a lot of things, as Darren Cahill was saying last night, and it's really cool to see this guy's efforts paying off. And he stepped up to the plate. At the beginning of the match, he looked really nervous, really tight. Federer was taking it to him. It looked like it could be a quick 3-setter, especially with how Federer has been playing before the match. But then Dimitrov adapted like he should have. He cut down his unforced errors way down, stopped missing, and started probably saying, hey, look, I'm like the young Roger Federer, but I'm younger, faster, probably in better shape just because I'm like more than 10 years younger than him. And I should be able to rally with this guy. So he started missing way less, playing amazing defense, rallying. Dimitrov's a great counterpuncher, especially on the run, but he just played a really smart match and just locked down his game and put himself in a position to win. And by the end of the match, some things had been happening with Federer's back, and Federer was a lot slower by the end of the match, but Dimitrov still had to finish him off, and he did that. So congratulations to Grigor Dimitrov getting a massive win. And as Brad Gilbert or John McEnroe would say, a career-changing win. Because he's never broken through like this on a Grand Slam. He almost beat Nadal in the 2017 Australian Open semifinals. He's so close, and we thought big things are to come for Dimitrov, and it's been like 2.5 years since then. And he's finally gotten another breakthrough, beating the GOAT in the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open, breaking a lot of Fed fans' hearts, including mine, because the top end of the draw obviously opened up with Djokovic losing to Wawrinka. So that's a missed opportunity for Federer. But what happened on Federer's side of the court? He started out looking really good, but there's clearly something slightly off tonight. Last night, Federer was not quite his best. Let's just look at some of his stats that will show that, I think. He only had 6 aces in the match. I mean, Dimitrov is extremely nimble and a good returner. Or I guess he can get his racket on a lot. But only 6 aces, I think, show a physical hindrance. And then he only won 53% of his second serves when they went in, which is pretty low. It means Dimitrov is doing a good job at attacking those second serves. But also he wasn't probably getting the kick that he's used to and the playability that he's used to. He was also, this is more just level, Federer only broke 4 out of 14 possible breakpoint chances. So that's not good enough. Dimitrov was only 5 for 15, but Federer being 4 for 14 is not good enough. And on this night, I could see by the time at the end of the third set, Federer had chances he won the first and third sets. And by the end of the fourth set, he had a chance to break back. He had 3 break points, and he didn't do it. And you just felt you could see him start to struggle. His feet slowed down. He was not moving as well as he was at the beginning. And I just thought back problems instantly because I've seen it happen before. He's playing good, and then something happens in his back, and he no longer gets as much kick on a serve, doesn't bend his knees as much, and he tries to rush and finish points too quick. And he was shanking a lot. This whole match, his forehand wasn't there as much as it has been. He still played a pretty good match in total. Like, it was a quality match throughout the thing, but Dimitrov was a much fitter player by the end of the match, and that's why Dimitrov was able to get over the hump. As Federer said in his press conference, I don't want to talk about my back. It's not my back's night. It's Dimitrov's night. So very cool to see him give credit there. And just got to point it out, folks. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this. Unlike Djokovic, finished the match. There was a point at the beginning of the fifth set. It was pretty obvious that Federer wasn't going to win this match. He was not moving very well. Federer, and that last set went by very quickly. But played it out, let Dimitrov have the night. Whereas Djokovic, with his shoulder problems coming up against Wawrinka, definitely didn't need to stop. He had played 2 great sets of tennis before that, just barely losing to a better opponent on the day, and called it quits. That's just the difference. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just placing it. I'm not putting my judgments down. I'll let you guys do that. But I'm just saying that's a difference right there. And that's a classy move by Federer, I think, to play it out. Anyways, Federer loses. He still could have won with that tweaked back because he wasn't limiting him from playing, obviously. So missed opportunity there for him to get to the semifinals to play a tough Medvedev. Now, Dimitrov is going to go play a very tough Medvedev. And I have no clue what's going to happen in that match. I think that with experience, if Dimitrov plays similar to the way he did against Federer, where he limits his unforced errors and just settles into using his physicality, Dimitrov is one of the fittest, fastest, most flexible players on tour. So he can rally with Medvedev. You know Medvedev can rally with anyone and make players uncomfortable, make them overplay. But if Dimitrov can settle in and just mix it up, do the right things, it's going to be a dogfight. It will be a battle. I would expect multiple sets, like 4 or 5 sets. I think Dimitrov has a solid chance to win. But then again, Medvedev could go beast mode, take the energy from the U.S. Open crowds again, and just go beast mode and make it to a U.S. Open final, which would be absolutely crazy. To then most likely, again, play Nadal. But Nadal has to get through Schwartzman and then Bertini, who honestly he should. But the one thing that Bertini has that can hurt Nadal is a serve. He's got a serve and a half. I mean, his average first serve speed, I'm sure, is like 130. It's crazy. He's cracking huge serves, got a big second follow-up shot, obviously, with the forehand, but you can't imagine him not getting tight playing a guy like Nadal, and it's going to be interesting to watch. But Nadal's got to get through Schwartzman first, so that's what's up. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay tuned to the Slice Instagram account at the Slice Tennis. Go on there. We have daily content for you guys, including some of my match plays, as well as friend of the show Beckett Chung's match play at our current tournament, and the little clips from the vlog are going to get posted there. So we'll see you over there on the Slice Instagram very shortly. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the Slice Patreon to watch some more matches at the US Open with me, and hit the subscribe button. That's the last thing. Over here, green button. Thanks, guys. That's why Federer lost to Dimitrov. Dimitrov was better on the day, and old man time might be catching up with Federer. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks, guys.